What are your parents' annoying habits? I could not tell my parents any secrets because if I did, that would be the topic of the next big family gathering. Calls my name, I answer. No response back. Mom doesn't listen to her kids' advice, and yet completely believes anything gossipers tell her. When you walk down the sidewalk with my mom, she keeps veering towards you until you're literally off the curb. She's adorable, though. My dad has to be at the airport like 6 hours before departure. When they sleep, I am ninja quiet. When I sleep, vacuum, phone call, loud TV, loud conversation, demolishing part of the house, fire alarms going off. My mom stays on me to see a doc about every little thing, but when I mention her seeing a doc for serious issues, she has years-long cough, yellowing skin, excessive weight loss, near complete lack of appetite. She says she's not going to see a quack. This woman hasn't seen a doctor in damn near 20 years. My dad will. He talks constantly. I can't even have a relationship with him anymore. There are things I want to tell him, but I can never get more than a few syllables out before he jumps in and starts telling me about something similar or what I should do in the situation he thinks I'm going to tell him about. I am a truck driver specialized in hauling the largest, heaviest things on the road, and he has no idea. I can't tell him about anything I do. He will not stop talking. My mom just pops by whenever she pleases, without calling or texting first. The middle of a work day? Doesn't matter. She'll stop by and expect to chat. She's also really judgmental, so she'll judge me if my house isn't spotless. Lady, if you want my house to be clean, you need to give me some notice that you're stopping by. My mom always says long story short, and then proceeds to tell a long story with unnecessary details. Whenever I'm walking in public with my mom and we're crossing a street, she will first either fling out her arm in front of me or yank on my shirt and yell, "Wait. Wait," meanwhile I'm just standing there. Like she will just assume I'm going to bolt into traffic. I'm 30 years old with a family of my own. I have never run out into traffic without looking, and neither have my siblings. But that makes me want to jump into traffic out of spite, lol. My mom walks away from me while still talking and gets ticked off when I ask her to repeat herself. Being two-faced wankers nice as pie to someone's face, then talking shit about them as soon as they're out of earshot. They will give the worst family members, e.g. rapists, thieves, violent assholes, the benefit of the doubt while holding me, a person who's none of the aforementioned things, to a ridiculous standard, e.g. getting mad at me for not going to a reunion. My dad interjecting his opinion or thoughts when no one asked for them. My mom making messes and leaving shit around while also preaching she hates messes, and when shit is left around, and she's a procrastinator. My dad calls me all of my siblings' names before getting mine correct, does this to all of us. More funny than annoying, he'll usually end with, "Whatever the hell your name is." Love them to death, but I'd say guilt-tripping. Whenever I make a decision they don't approve of, I'm hit with some emotional blackmail or reasons why my decision is inconsiderate. My dad even said, "Now you'll take the course I recommended, right?" The day my grandpa died, expecting me to do it because he was sad. And yet, they're great parents in all other aspects. Making everything, and I mean everything, political. My dad once made a hockey game I was watching by myself political, and my parents ended up dominating the table discussion to discuss politics the first time my entire family had dinner with my husband's entire family. Sigh. Hey. Whenever they are in a position of being proved wrong, they just flip to screaming and acting belligerent. Complete inability to communicate. Constant interruption by my mother. Whether it's in arguments or casual conversations, she's interrupting me a lot. A stranger cannot exist in their periphery without them making very loud commentary along with exaggerated gestures in the direction of that person. And it's always critical, of course. Wow, she shouldn't be wearing that. That hair color is an interesting choice. Wow, what does he see in her? They simultaneously think that they are very open and accepting people, which makes it more maddening. Calling me with the dumbest random questions at the most random times. Working. Phone rings. Dad, have you ever made hummus? Lol. Comparing you to others. Giving an unsolicited advice. Every dander knower. Day die. My mom had the worst annoying habit. She beat me regularly for no discernible reason most of the time. Every time my veteran dad gets around someone my age in the military, I go from being his oldest boy, who he's proud of, to the son he's clearly disappointed didn't join the military. My dad used to have this habit of knocking on the door and immediately opening it right after. What's the point of knocking if you're just gonna barge in anyways? My parents, despite being told numerous times I am willing to accommodate nothing with last-minute heads-up, always tell me at the last minute something is going on, then get disappointed when I say I'm not coming. Or they just forget to tell me shit is going on in general. 2 years ago, I found out my dad's side of the family was getting together for our Christmas gathering over 40 people. It's a chore, so we just do it when everyone can, the literal night before it happened, because my sister texted me asking when I was planning on showing up to it the next day. They get jealous and passive-aggressive over other people doing well. Your uncle is going on vacation. Must be nice. Asking me to go visit more. I get it, you want to see us, and the kids. But, come on guys, I work. I've just taken on a second job because I'm so poor. I don't have the time, energy, or money. My mom can't have a conversation without telling you you shouldn't be doing something for some crazy reason. Like, you shouldn't be using Windex because the birds won't be able to see the window and they'll all come and break their necks. You're not a bird killer, are you? News. They have to watch the 6:00 local news, then the national news at 6:30, and then the world news from 7:00 to 8:00. It's frustrating when you can look news up on your phone these days, and the world news is pretty much going to repeat the national news. Everything has to stop for this. Would be nice to listen to music instead during dinner. Or watch Jeopardy.